directed. Joining us now in the Element Well Studios, Shelley Hotchkiss Whitehead, the general manager of SuperTalk Meridian. Hey, Shelley, thanks for coming in.
Well, thank you for having me on today. I appreciate it.
You bet. So tell us about this fundraiser for the restoration of the Temple Theater in Meridian.
So the Temple Theater was built in 1927. It started production or construction, I guess you would say, in 1923. So it took 5 years to build. And she has seen so much history, so much great things throughout history with segregation and everything like that, and different types of music. So she needs a little bit of a facelift. So we decided, after I interviewed Ken Rainey, who is a Meridian legend and has produced over 2,000 shows at the Temple Theater, country, pop, all genres. And he, again, is kind of like a living legend in our small city. And so after interviewing him, I decided that, got with him. I went home that night, prayed, thought about what can we do from SuperTalk Meridian to help rebuild the Temple Theater. So we created sort of a nonprofit third-party fundraising account called the Temple Theater Restoration Initiative. And we have started fundraising with sponsorships, and I went out and talked to several local musicians, and some are bigger names, and I can go over the list of musicians participating in just a minute. And they decided to all come together as a community and donate their time and talent. And we're putting on a music festival in Meridian at the Temple Theater on Sunday, December the 4th at 2 p.m. And it's going to be great. I cannot wait. But here's the other thing that's great about this. We're going to record a live album, and all of the music downloads will go towards the Temple Restoration Initiative. So we need people to, one, sponsor, which if you want to sponsor, we need you to hurry up and sponsor so you can get your name included. And I'll go over the sponsors that we have participating here in just a minute, and ticket sales and album downloads. So it's a threefold fundraiser, and we're just so excited about it.
All right, so tell us about the president of the Temple Theater, Roger Smith, and his involvement in this.
So Roger is on the board of the nonprofit with Ken Rainey and I, and he is so excited about this event. He wants to see the Temple Theater, restored back to his former glory. And it just seems like he keeps having obstacles, and that's where we're going to come in. We might not be able to raise the whole amount of money that the temple needs, but we're creating awareness, and that's the main goal.
Yeah. Have you got a financial goal in mind that you're shooting for?
I mean, I would love to raise $1 million, but I'm trying to be practical and not set my goal so high. As this is the largest event that I've ever taken on, I've planned 5Ks, things like that, but nothing of this caliber. So cool. I would like to, make a difference in our community and raise the awareness of its history and the fact that she needs a facelift. Meridian is a town that is just growing, and we've had a rebirth or a renaissance period. And we have our Riley Center, which you can go see Jay Leno, Track 45. They have had so many fantastic events there. The Max, which is the Mississippi Arts and Entertainment Museum, we have that going on for entertainment. And now we have the Meridian Children's Museum. So we have so much going on, and we have so many museums. The Temple Theater needs to be raised back up to the same caliber as our other, entertainment venues.
So I'm looking at the flyer, Shelley, and I'm looking at the photo insert. I don't know when that photo was taken, if that's its current condition or if that's what it looked like prior.
It's pretty much a current picture.
Okay. Well, I mean, it looks like
she needs new windows, new seats, just new carpeting,
Got you.
And I don't know if you've heard anything about the Ellis Theater in Philadelphia. I toured there the other day with the Marty Stewart Congress of Music, and it's fantastic. It's so beautiful, and I got to see the seats. They bought the seats from some other theater that went out of business and completely just transferred them to the Ellis Theater. And I think that's where we're wanting to go with the Temple Theater and what we have in mind to bring her back to that 1920s, 1930s look, and just to celebrate her.
Yeah, because it kind of does look a bit Art Deco-like from
It
the glory
is.
days of Broadway and when that was popular in theater.
And the stage of the Temple Theater is what is so fascinating. Any artist that has ever played on the Temple Theater stage will tell you it compares to the Rodman.
Oh, wow.
So Meridian has a talent pool of musicians. I have 22 people from within 100 miles that are playing at this event. And some of them are bigger names. Some of them are on their way up. And songwriters. I'm a songwriter. I write songs daily in children's books. I guess that's my therapy, I guess. But these songwriters are just so excited to just be able to do something for their community and do something for a place that a lot of them started out on. Or it's been a dream of theirs to play on the Temple Theater. I have a couple of musicians that have never played on the Temple Theater, and they're so excited to play on it. They're just appreciative, and they want to do anything that they can to make sure that she, stays who she is.
Have there been some performers that have risen far beyond and achieved fame in their with their performing art?
Well, Todd Tillman.
Yeah.
He is from Meridian. Track 45, Ben Johnson. He's a songwriter now in Nashville. Adam Box is a drummer. He plays for Brothers Osborne. So those are just to name a few. We have someone that is Steve Azar's, one of his, he manages them, Tyler Tisdale. He's from Petal. He'll be joining us. And then just our local favorites. We have, Daniel House playing, Kevin Robinson, Peter Acello, Scott McQuaig. Have you ever heard of Scott McQuaig?
Haven't.
He was very, very big, early 90s, still plays very heavily around town. Brick Gully. Jackie Jack White is another songwriter, musician. He used to produce and is still actually producing the Suganachi Review, which is similar to our event that we're doing, where Sunday afternoons he invites musicians to play, and it's just a fun, collaborative event. And music is really a part of Meridian. And Jimmy Rogers is from Meridian. And every year we have the Jimmy Rogers Music Festival. And so many people have played in Jimmy Rogers on the Temple Theater stage. Elvis has played at the Temple Theater. And during the Jimmy Rogers Talent Fest, Elvis came in third. So there's just so much history. And if you ever have a chance to sit down with Ken Rainey and let him tell you his stories of the experiences that he has had with musicians and performers and just the country music scene, it's fascinating. He's 81 years old. And again, he's produced over 2,000 shows at the Temple Theater. In fact, he has 2 coming up here in the next week. He has Ballet Magnificat. From here in Jackson, coming to Meridian to perform. I think it's a Christmas production. And then Todd Tillman will be playing that Saturday after Thanksgiving. So he's still working. He's still creating and trying to make our city rich in the arts.
What about the business community, Shelley? Are they on board with this, supportive of this?
They are. As with any nonprofit initiative, people are hurting.
Sure.
And, funds are tight. And so we understand that. That's why we have several different ways of revenue with the sponsorship, with ticket sales, and with the album downloads.
Yeah.
So hopefully with the blend of the 3, we will be very, very successful.
Sounds like a great effort and a great event coming up. Tell us the time and date again.
So it is on Sunday, December the 4th. Doors open at 1. We start playing music at 2, and you can go to itickets.com to buy your tickets, or you can call the Meridian station. Also, if you would be interested in sponsorship, 601-693-1103. Again, that's 601-693-1103, and get your tickets at itickets.com. And it's called Live from the Temple.
Thanks for coming on, Shelley. Great
Thank you.
overview. Yeah,
Thank you.
fascinating. Good luck. We're coming right back in the Element Well studios.